Hello student, this is Ankit Gupta and welcome you all once more in online class of GK. In previous video we have read about National and Gallantry Awards of India. So today we are going to read about PAN cards, Aadhaar cards, voter ID cards and ration card. So do you know what is PAN? Okay, PAN stands for Permanent Account Number. Ration card.
About ration card. Here is all you need to know about One Nation One ration card system. So first point is, under the initiative eligible beneficiaries would be able to avail their entitled food grains under the National Food Security Act NFSA from any fair price shop in the country using the same ration card, which means people are able to take food grains from fair price shop in the country to use the same ration card under the act of NFS. Second point is, the government wanted to implement One Nation One ration card scheme across the country effective 1st June 2020. It means it was implemented on 1st of June 2020. Now the next point is, a standard format for ration card has been prepared after taking into account the format used by the different states and after consultation with other stakeholders. Now fourth point is, for national portability, the state governments have been asked to issue the ration card in bilingual format, wherein besides the local language, the other language could be Hindi or English. Here written bilingual, which means two languages like Hindi and English. As of now, 17 states are on Integrated Management of the Public Distribution System PDS. Here is written PDS, it means it is the Public Distribution System. Now the next point is, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Haryana, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Goa, Jharkhand and Tripura, Bihar, UP, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Daman and Diu have been integrated with the One Nation One ration card system. Means these are the states who integrated One Nation One ration card system. Now 7th point is, the eligible beneficiaries will be able to buy subsidized food grain rice at Rs 3 per kg, wheat at Rs 2 per kg and the coarse grain Rs 1 per kg from anywhere in the country. Now next point is, in the present system, a ration card holder can buy food grains only from an FPS that has been assigned to her in the locality in which she lives. Now next point is, according to data available on the IMPDS portal, the number of transactions done through interstate ration card portability is only 274 as on May 15. The last point is, the Integrated Management of Public Distribution System IMPDS portal provides the technological platform for the interstate portability of ration cards. Now possible questions. Questions that may be asked from the current topic. So which are? So first question is, One Nation One ration card is to be implemented by when? So first option is October 2019. Second option is February 2020. Third option is June 2020 and the last option is September 2020. Now you have 5 seconds to guess the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer of this question is June 2020. So the One Nation One Ration Card is to be implemented by June 2020. Now the next question is, which among the following is not a benefit of One Nation One Ration Card? So options are, first option is no geographical dependency. Second option is less dependency on shop owners. Next option is significantly helps migrants, and the last option is more control for states. So you have 5 seconds to guess the answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer of this question is more control for states.
PAN card.
Learning objectives about PAN card, structure and validation of PAN card, need for a PAN card, to know your PAN card. What is PAN card? PAN card is a permanent account number and it is issued by Indian Income Tax Department. PAN card is a permanent account number which consists of 10-digit alphanumeric characters and is assigned to all taxpayers in India. It is issued under the Indian Income Tax Act 1961 by the Indian Income Tax Department under the supervision of the Central Board of Direct Taxes (CBDT). PAN card is important for doing transactions of sale or purchase of assets of any immovable property valued at 5 lakh rupees or more, during sale and purchase of motor vehicles having more than 2 wheels. PAN card is required to open a bank account in both private and nationalized banks. PAN card is required for phone connection. PAN card is required for new gas connection. Now the next point is, PAN card is required to make one-time payment against their will of the amount exceeding 25,000 rupees in any hotels or restaurants. To make payment in cash at any time of more than 25,000 rupees while traveling to any foreign country, PAN card is required. Next point is, PAN card may help in the deduction of fraudulent transactions. It also reduces tax evasion and provides transparency in transaction between buyer and seller. Now we are going to take a short recap. Purpose of PAN card: for the purpose of identification, and second point is to track all the monetary information of that entity. PAN is unique, national and permanent. It is unaffected by the change of address. It is illegal to own more than one PAN. Why do we need a PAN card? PAN card is used for accounting purposes on receivable taxable salary, aids in filling of income tax returns, used as a documentary proof for opening demat account for share trading. It is used as a documentary proof for bank withdrawals exceeding rupees 50,000. It is a tool that helps the IT department to keep a check over tax defaulters. This is done by indirectly tracking their credit history. It is used as a documentary proof for availing tedious tax deduction at source. Now I have a one question for you. How many digits are there in Aadhaar card number? So options are 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have 5 seconds to guess the answer. Now your time start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So correct answer is 12.
Aadhaar card.
What is an Aadhaar card? So Aadhaar card is an individual identification number issued by the Unique Identification Authority of India UIDAI on behalf of the Government of India to individuals for purpose of establishing the unique identity of every single person. The Aadhaar card number will serve as a proof of identity and address anywhere in India. Third point is the objective of the project is to collect biometric like photograph, iris scan, fingerprints and demographic ideas of residents like resident address information, store them in a centralized database and issue a 12-digit unique identity number called Aadhaar to each resident. Aadhaar is meant for individuals of any age, including children, for the purpose of establishing identities. Fifth point is Aadhaar is for individuals, therefore each member of the family needs to have a separate one. Sixth point is Aadhaar is voluntary based and any individual who is interested in having Aadhaar number for himself or herself can enroll or apply to get Aadhaar number. An individual will be provided with only one unique Aadhaar number and not multiple unique ID numbers. Next point is Aadhaar number will be valid for the full life of an individual and does not need to be changed or renewed for time to time.
Voter ID card. In August 1993, the Election Commission of India ordered the making of photo identity cards for all voters of the country in an attempt to improve the accuracy of the electoral rolls and prevent electoral fraud. To take advantage of the latest technological innovations, the Commission issued revised guidelines for the Electors Photo Identity Card (EPIC) program in May 2000. More than 450 million voter or election identity cards have been distributed across India till now. The voter ID card or EPIC Electors Photo Identity Card is an identification card issued by the Election Commission to the all eligible voters to enable voter identification on election day. All those who are already enrolled in the voter list are eligible to receive a voter ID card, also known as the election card. These election cards carry personal details and a distinct identification number. In future, data of a biometric nature like digital signature and fingerprints may also be contained inside a microchip embedded in the given election card. The EPIC Electors Photo Identity Card proves to be a unique identity document for all Indians. The election card is helpful not only for casting a vote in elections but also acts as an identity proof and address proof for opening a bank account, getting a new gas connection, and online reservation for travel and accommodations. In fact, nowadays, almost all government agencies, insurance companies, mortgage companies like bank agencies, if you are going to apply for mortgage or any other personal loan and claims firms, insurance claims and ask for a voter ID number. A voter card ID is also essential for registration in the electoral roll in case a person migrates to a place other than a place of his or her domicile. Eligibility criteria to register for a voter ID card. For any person who wishes to practice his or her right to vote will need to have a valid voter ID card issued by Election Commission of India. A valid voter card primarily serves as a proof of identification for citizens of India while casting their vote as municipal, state or national elections. The eligibility criteria to register oneself for voter ID card is: the applicant must hold Indian citizenship. The applicant must have attained or be above 18 years of age on the qualifying date, which is the 1st January of the year of revision of electoral roll. Documents required for obtaining a voter identification card. Following documents are needed while applying for an election or voter ID card. So first one is address proof, second is age proof, third is passport size photographs and fourth is voter ID application form. So I hope you have understood today's topic. So write a short notes about these topics. So thank you very much.